Hey, you! I'm ready to fight the dragons.
We must not lose any more time then. I shall be on my way to the Circle of the Sun immediately. Fulfill your tasks. I'll meet you there.
That's an open secret.
Hey! Are you still working for the Paladins?
I finished the commission from Lord Hagen. Now I'm making magic ore blades for him. But for pay this time. But I also have the time again to make a few weapons on the side for the merchants in the marketplace. So, if you're looking for a good blade, you should try them.
Tell me more about magic ore blades.
Creating a magic blade is a very complicated and expensive process. But the result is a blade that's easy to handle and practically indestructible. The blade is certainly of good quality, but it will only show its true power in the hands of a paladin. A paladin's sword is consecrated by Innos. As a result, the magic blade becomes an enchanted weapon that does incomparable damage.
I want to buy a magic ore blade.
You paladins can count yourselves lucky to be allowed to wield such excellent blades. By decree of Lord Hagen, I may only sell you a single magic weapon. So, what can I offer you?
I'll take the one-handed sword.
Take good care of your new weapon. It's worth a fortune.
Did something happen?
You've got to help me. The Black Robes have invaded my house. The Royal Guard people are supposed to take care of everyone's well-being, right? Those fellas said they were looking for something, but surely not in my house. Please help me make them go away again.
Your house is empty. The Black Hoods have left.
I knew that the Guard could be counted on.
Not so fast, my friend.
I don't understand. What else do you want? All that I can do is give you a bit of gold and ask you to spare me.
Give it here then. I'm in a hurry.
Here.
Nothing there.
Man, and here I was thinking they'd really hang me.
Well, it worked all right in the end.
You can say that again. You should have seen the face of the soldier when he had to let me out. He was so scared, he almost did it in his pants. Which reminds me, I've got something for you.
What do you mean?
A present. Don't say you didn't know that.
Here's the amulet. Please repair it for me.
All right. I'll have finished the new setting by tomorrow. You can come to me and get it then. Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
What kinds of weapons do you make?
Plain swords at the moment, not much else. But if I had some magic ore, I could forge weapons that are better than all comparable weapons made from regular old steel. You wouldn't happen to know where to find some around here. Besides in the Valley of Mines, I mean.
No.
Of course not.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
I've heard a thing or two.
What present?
We have heard of the dragons that are said to be in the valley.
They're really there.
All right, I believe you. Anyway, I thought you would surely want to participate in the upcoming dragon hunt.
He doesn't see that.
And?
Here, take this amulet. I think you'll need it more than I do.
Nothing amazes me anymore.
They can everything you have. We can only wait and see.
It's all just because it was his decision. It's a bad business. Nobody knew anything.
That's the first I've heard of it.
I can hardly believe it. Are you really a paladin now?
Obviously.
If someone like you is with the paladins, then Beliar's thugs had better watch out. If you did in the sleeper, that handful of orcs shouldn't be a problem.
This is not only about the orcs.
I know, but it's still good to have you on our side.
Oh well.
What are you doing here in the monastery? Let me guess. You want to be instructed in the art of magic.
Perhaps.
I knew it. Best to talk to Marduk. He's responsible for you paladins. You'll find him in front of the chapel.
It was his decision, wasn't it?
That's just what I said.
I brought this book from Zardas. It's a token of his trust.
Show me. But this is incredible. Do you have even the slightest notion what it is that you just gave me?
No.
This is an ancient, long-lost tome from days gone by. We all thought that it was lost for good, and now I learn that Zardas knew all along what had become of it.
So will you be there for the ritual?
Yes, I shall depart for the Circle of the Sun, but certainly not because I am convinced of Zardas's good intentions. In fact, I am going to make this jackal explain where he has kept the book hidden for so many years. He has definitely gone too far this time. I shall see you at the Circle of the Sun.
You don't have to tell me that.
That's totally obvious.
I see that you have decided to fight on our side. I am glad. We can use every man.
Could have told you that before.
You should go speak directly to Marduk. He is responsible for you paladins. May Innos
I
protect
don't
you.
want to hear that anymore.
Nobody wants to know.
Welcome, my son. Since when are you one of the paladins?
I couldn't get away with that.
Only for a short time.
Then I bid you welcome. In this battle, we need every man who has the courage to oppose evil. The fate of us all lies in the hands of men like you. May Innos ever give you the courage you need.
Let's wait and see what happens.
What can you teach me?
Naturally, I cannot teach you your combat skills. I can, however, bring the essence of Innos and his gifts closer to you. Besides, it is my task to prepare you for the consecration of the sword.
And the magic?
Here we teach only our magic. You must learn the magic of the paladins in the city.
That'll only cause more trouble.
What's the consecration of the sword?
That's the truth.
The consecration of the sword is one of the paladins' most sacred rituals. During this ceremony, the holy power of Innos flows through the blade of the paladin's sword and gives the sword undreamed of powers. A sword so consecrated is a paladin's most valuable possession and will accompany him his whole life long.
Tell me that isn't true.
What do you mean by that?
Nobody ever asked.
When Innos had to leave our world, he left humankind a part of his divine power. Only a few of us humans are allowed to use his power and to oversee justice in his name.
Get away with
And
that.
what do you want to bring closer to me?
I can set you on the right path to recognize the essence of Innos and follow him.
Maybe later.
Could have told you that before.
You are heartily welcome here anytime.
It was his decision, wasn't
I want to consecrate my sword.
If you are determined to take this step, you will first need a blade of tempered ore. With this, you should then retreat to the chapel. and pray. During the prayer,
Never change.
and after a reasonable donation to our Lord Innos, you should ask Innos for his grace and guidance in the battle against evil.
I tell you.
If Innos is well disposed towards you, your sword will be consecrated to our Lord from that moment on.
His decision, wasn't
You should have known better.
What kind of a donation?
Now, in view of the grace that is granted to you, a sum of 5,000 gold pieces is more than suitable. Of course, you are allowed to give more.
You can't go on like this forever.
it? Been there, done that.
There have been all kinds of rumors.
That will never change.
Some problems solve themselves.
himself.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
That's the first I heard of it.
Hey, where you think you're going?
To the house, of course.
Onar pays us not to let guys like you in here.
I want to talk to Lee.
What do you want from him?
He and I go way back.
You're a pal of Lee's? I don't believe a word. But go on in. If he doesn't recognize you, you'll know it. Lee's in the right wing. Don't even think about wandering around anywhere else. Nobody will learn anything from me.
Interested in some more old coins?
Sure. You still have any?
A few.
Thanks. Here's your money. Bring me all you can find.
That doesn't surprise me.
So why won't they listen to me?
Is the amulet ready?
No, not yet. Come back later. If you keep interrupting my work, it will take even longer.
Nothing amazes me anymore. Would have thought of that himself.
Where did you pick that up then?
That was no big deal. That will never change.
Do you really believe that?
Hey!
Is the amulet ready?
Yes. Here. I had to make a new setting for the stone. I worked on it all night, and now it's as good as new. Enough trouble as it is.
I never used that.
I did everything you told me to do. Here's the repaired eye.
Indeed, there is nothing missing now for the performance of the ritual.
What about the swamp weed?
Ah, yes. Do you have 3 swamp weed plants then?
No, alas not.
All right, then we shall have to make do without. You have done well. But now, step aside so that we may begin the ceremony. May our spirits unite! Finished. We have succeeded in thwarting the enemy's plan and restoring the eye. Let Pyrrhikar explain to you how to use its power. I hope that I shall see you again once you have accomplished your mission. Farewell.
Now that the Eye of Enos is healed, you must face the dragons. They all serve Beliar, the god of darkness. But there must be an earthly power that controls them. That much has become clear to me. Find out what the source of their power is. As soon as you've found that out, come back to me.
You did it! The Eye of Enos is healed!
I would hardly have believed it possible.
What remains to be done here?
Do not waste your time on trivial things. Go and vanquish the dragons. Here, take the eye. Bear in mind that you need to talk to a dragon first before you can attack it. The power of the eye will force the dragons to speak to you and tell the truth. Furthermore, it offers protection against their attacks when you wear it. However, its power does not last. You will have to fill it up again with magical energy. To do that, you need the essence of a dragon's heart, which you merge with the eye on an alchemist's bench. Only then can you dare face another dragon.
Thanks, I'll remember that.
You now have everything you need. Go then. You do not have much time left.
Nothing there. Nothing there. Nothing to plunder. Nothing to be had there. Nothing to be had there. Nothing there.
No one really wants to hear that.
Nobody ever asked for my opinion.
Forever.
Yeah. You just have to listen.
I see you've joined the Dragon Hunters.
I followed Silvio into the Valley of Mines because I know my way around here best and wanted to get a clear picture of the situation. I'll tell you what, something's definitely brewing here. I've never seen so many orcs in one place in all my life. It wouldn't surprise me if Garand and the paladins in the castle had all fled or been slain by now.
That was no big deal.
What are your plans now?
I'll follow the boys here to the Valley of Mines first, and then take off later. I really have to find out what the orcs are planning.
You listen to the wrong people.
I'll see you around.
Look out for yourself.
Do you have anything to drink?
I assume that it's not water you want.
No, damn it.
Got my
I need something alcoholic so I can finally get rid of these damned headaches. When I haven't had anything to drink for a while, my skull feels like it's gonna explode at any moment.
Here, take this.
I'd have gone about it differently.
I already thought as much.
That hit the spot.
I agree with you
No.
completely.
Now I
you
can
pick
think
that
clearly again. What can I do for you?
He thinks it's as easy as that.
What are you doing here anyway?
I don't have any idea what we're doing here or when it'll start. And I don't care as long as I have enough to drink.
Really believe that?
I already thought as much.
Here's something to drink for you.
No one really wants to hear
That's
that.
really not my problem.
I hardly know what to believe
I'm
in.
feeling a lot better. I'm ready for anything.
It had to happen sooner or later.
I don't believe this.
I'm looking for someone who can teach me something.
I could teach you a few
Same
things.
old
I'm the
thing
best
all
fighter
over
for
again.
miles around. Since we're friends,
know that.
I'll give you a special price. 300
I
gold
couldn't
pieces.
get away with that.
Is it really true?
It
Oh,
can't
that's
go
too
on like
expensive
this
for me.
forever.
Too expensive? That's less than anyone else in my
tell you
place would charge. Think about it.
I can't believe that.
No one really wants
Is
to
it
hear
really
that.
true?
We can only wait and see.
That was no big deal.
Hey, what are you doing here?
That is truly the stupidest question I've heard in a
No one
long
really
time.
wants to hear that.
I don't know why I get so worked up.
I can't tell anything from that idiotic face you're making. That's why I have to ask.
Your mouth's too big for my taste.
Change.
It's time somebody shut it for you.
That was no big.
Watch out!
That hurt.
Watch out!
That hit the spot.
Hey, come over here.
What do you want?
This valley's a dangerous place, and without the right equipment, you'll find yourself dead in no time.
I assume that you've got the right equipment.
You guessed it. I might even sell it to you.
Well, we'll
Well, what
see
can
the
you
next
offer me?
time.
Nothing's ever gonna change that.
That doesn't surprise me.
What?
Where do you come from?
We come from
I hardly know what to believe.
the city.
It's better to watch out who you tell what.
You're
Nothing
bandits.
amazes me.
Careful.
only wait
You're
and
biting
see.
off more than you can chew.
There've been all kinds of rumors.
You can't scare
Telling
me.
you anything.
We'll see about that.
All along.
Those are all just...
And now,
Let him have take any crap!
Harry, then!
finish him. That hit the spot.
Who said that?
You hardly know who to believe these days.
You already know what I think.
That's not what I heard.
That's exactly
Well,
Hey, you.
we'll see
Guys
you
like
next
you should
time.
watch where they're going.
What are you trying to tell me?
I mean that the air out here isn't good for your health. And the place is just swarming with orcs and monsters. Not to mention the dragons.
I got no time for things
It's
like
just a
that.
well-intentioned warning. Do you really think?
Wouldn't be so sure.
Have you seen a dragon yet?
That's
Not so far.
my problem.
But the
Sooner or
beasts
later.
can't hide forever. Let's wait and see what
I
happens.
don't believe
Are you the boss here?
Do I look like it? Certainly not. We don't need any self-important jerk ordering us around. When Silvio tried to act like he was the boss, we showed him and his buddies what we thought of that. There was a brawl. In the end, they left on their own. I hope Silvio wound up in a soup kettle of some orc.
Who said that? I hardly know what to believe anymore.
So, you want to kill dragons?
Smart ass. So, do you know how to bring down a dragon? Do you think the beast will just sit there quietly while you chop off its head? Something like that takes good planning and decisive action.
I see. And how are you going to go about that?
First, we'll scout out where we can find the beasts. Only then will we think about the best way to attack.
Everything you hear. There's nothing you can do about it.
Staying out of it.
You should have known that was quite obvious.
I think you won't even find a blind sheep.
What? Do you want me to push it in your stupid face?
I really think I wouldn't be so sure.
Ah!